I am so excited because we have found a brand new surface upon which to create and decorate and do wonderful things, and it comes in lots of shapes and sizes.
Okay, it's galvanized metal,
Yes.
and we're going to show you how to use alcohol inks to make them just spectacular.
Yes, and so easy to do.
Come play with us.
And here they are. All of these are galvanized metal.
Aren't they beautiful?
They are so much fun.
I am ready.
Well, let's just kind of identify each one.
Play.
This is a compass. It is 12 inches. Now, all of these, as I said, are metal. You can hear.
Right.
They're thin. They are lightweight, and they all can hang.
Right.
If they all have a hanger on the back side.
So we'll show you that. So that's a small hanger right there. It is attached. You're going to be able to hang that in any way that you like.
So there is the compass.
And some of them have dimension too. The compass
This
is one of
compass
those.
does, yeah.
It's actually it's shaped, so you actually got it. You can see it
Nice.
depressed there, and it raised up in the middle.
Here is a weather vane. It's about 12.5 inches wide, and you can see that.
This is going to work great where I live.
Yes, and we have words: welcome, family, love, and hello. They're all flat, and again, you can hang them, so that works well.
I love the look on these, you know, just as they are, without doing anything to these. They have, can you see that? It's sort of a textured look, but it is very smooth.
That's the galvanized part of it. So there's the love, and there's the hello. Now, we also have some 3D.
3D flowers. Oh, you're seeing that one first. Yeah. So this gorgeous pointed flower, and this is done in layers. So that's a nice look. You've got that double layer on there. Again, it's got that hanger on the back as well as this little tag here. And then another flower. So it's just a little bit bigger and with those rounded edges.
And then we have a 3D butterfly, and it's also in 2 layers. Also has a hanger on the back, and these are all coming from Hampton Art.
Great.
And I was excited to see them at the trade show, but they didn't have any finished samples.
Oh.
So, but our design team took care of that.
And everything that we show you, every technique we show you today, you can use on any of these.
Oh,
because
yes.
they all have the same surface.
Good
They're
point.
all going to work wonderfully.
Okay.
And what are we going to start with, Paulette?
We're going to start with family. And let me show you.
A good place to start.
Here is the finished. Isn't that beautiful? And what I like about the alcohol inks, not only are they easy to apply, but you don't lose the metal.
Right.
That's kind of translucent that way.
So should we look at, you're going to look at the.
Right, and we're going to use the alcohol inks, and this is this one? Okay.
Yes. So we actually have two sets that we're selling in a set of 3, and then these are sold individually, these 3 that you see.
Because Ranger doesn't put them in a set anymore.
Okay, so pool, ginger, and shell pink, and that's what was used for family. And so each one of these are 5.5 full ounces, and alcohol inks last a long time.
Forever, yes.
Do you want to show the other sets, or do you want me to start on
let's
the
just
demo?
start with this one.
Okay.
The first step on any of the galvanized metal is that you do want to wipe it down with either the blending solution or rubbing alcohol. It just gets any oils. Now, I don't feel any oil on them when I handle them.
Well, I know from machining processes, they really do put a little bit on there. Plus, they're kind of dirty. I've seen the machines they go through, they get a little dirty. So we clean them off, and then it's a nice surface. It'll hold anything that you want to put on there.
So just wipe it down. No big deal.
And of course, you can use lots more things than just alcohol inks, and we'll talk about that. But we're starting with the alcohol inks to show you the process. I've got a couple of spritzers here. One is the isopropyl alcohol, and then I used blending solution, and I put that in another spritzer. So if you want to show that, we do have the blending solution that is also available. There is nothing left in there because we've been using that one for a while. But it does last quite a bit.
It does.
A little bit of that in a spritzer bottle and isopropyl alcohol. You don't have to put this in a spritzer. You can just use a paper towel, but you can just spritz it on or you can just use a paper towel and dab it on, because then I'm just going to wipe it off.
Just that easy.
And it's really that easy.
No
and you
biggie.
don't have to do it on the back. I am going to make sure that I got it off of the background too, because I'm going to be using these alcohol inks and I don't want it to mix and get back on there.
Is there anything on the towel?
It's
Not much.
Not much.
Yeah.
Well, I already cleaned it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You don't though. You don't see a whole lot, but there's just these minute oils and whatnot.
Okay.
It just makes it a lot easier to work with.
Okay.
Trust me on this one.
There you go.
So we've got the sponges. You can get these wedges on paper wishes as well, and these are perfect for these. You can even like cut them in half if you want to, and just use a little bit. I just put a few little drops of Pool on there. And a few of each one of these. I'm just going to do the Pool, and I'm going to use the pink one, the
You're
shell
putting them on
pink.
separate
Putting on
sponges.
separate
Oh, okay.
sponges. I don't want to muddy them together. And then they'll dry pretty quick because they're alcohol, so I'm going to start working with those right away.
So you've got it on your craft sheet.
Got it on my craft sheet, and I just start pouncing. And I like to leave a little bit some
You're
separate.
just pouncing, and your voice goes up.
It does, because it's fun like that. And if you see that you can leave some of the silver areas in between, it makes really a neat look. You can completely obliterate it and make it all blue, but I like leaving a little bit of that silver, and so did Susan when she created this idea on this one. So, and a little bit of the pink, and you just go around, and then you add a little bit of the brown too in separate areas, and after that you get out this is the blending solution. I've got it in the spritzer. You want a nice fine spray, and you just spritz it a little bit, and if you can see, you might have to go kind of close to see that it really does, it gives you this mottled look. It changes it and makes it just mottled just a little bit, and the more you add, the more it'll do, and it's just a
Kind
nice,
of blends together.
Yeah, it's some of it will blend, and some of it will sort of get
Now you
this
could go
mottled look.
back with your sponge on top of that.
You could.
And do more if you
and
wanted
add
to.
more if you want to make it a little darker. And so I would let it dry before I did that though, because now that I've touched it with the blending solution, it's just taking it right off. You want to let it dry, then go back and add. I agree. And the result. And you see how quick that was? I mean, I did just do a little bit of it, but it doesn't take long. And that's a beautiful decoration, the way it is.
Yeah, Susan added some of the spice rosettes just at the bottom there, and you could add some jute if you wanted to, or you could leave it plain. Either way, and you're done. And you're done.
You're done.
You can make this any color. Now you can see that she kind of identified each letter strongly with a color. So more of the peach, the pink on the F, more of the blue here, kind of blending the two together.
A little bit of the brown here.
Yeah.
Right.
Now you can do it that way, or you can put all the colors on your ink pad or your sponge and dab them on just like that. So you've got some choices, but isn't that easy?
Saw it on a couple of, now if you don't add the flowers on, you could hang this outside, and it's alcohol ink, it's permanent, it's going to stay on there.
Right, okay.
So, or you could add plastic flowers and put it outside, or put it on the inside.
Right.
I think that would be neat at the bottom of a large picture frame too.
Oh, that'd be pretty.
That would really be a neat look.
And what I appreciate is how affordable these pieces are. Just really, really nice. So you'll see that as you go into the gallery. Okay, so this is family, just showing you that you can do that on love, you can do it on welcome, you can do it on hello. Same thing, you can use any colors. We do have several sets of the alcohol inks. This is Farmer's Market.
Farmer's Market, it has eggplant, cranberry, and lettuce. And again, well-used bottles. We have been playing.
Yes. And we are also offering Rustic Lodge, which is this combination more in the earth tones, as you can see.
It's got a blue, a green, and an orange, so that's a really nice one too.
So now we're going to go into the weather vane.
The weather vane.
Okay, you going to bring that over?
You've got the
Oh wait, I've got the project. Oh, Paulette, show the project. You remember how we do this?
Over.
Look at this. Now we put the weather vane together with the pointed flower, as you can see. That's going right there. And look how, Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. We'll get
Isn't
in
that
close
beautiful?
just so you can see.
So the
There's
N
the
is actually part of it, but
Yeah.
Susan was able to, she actually masked this off. She put a sticky note on the N
Okay.
to do some colors, and then she did the N last. And I'll show
there's
you a little bit of
the
that.
tip. You can see this is more of a mottled color, and then the flower was foam taped on top. And those are dazzles, my
Right.
friends, right
So
there.
just place the dazzles on
along
afterward.
there.
What an amazing look. You can add
Yeah.
a lot of different embellishments to this. You can make it more blingy. I like this look. I think this is not too much.
Okay, show us
Again,
how
I'm going
to
to
do
show you
this.
how simple. First, I used the isopropyl or rubbing alcohol and then cleaned this off.
Or
with
the blending
just a paper.
solution.
You use the blending solution to clean it
I
off?
think it's similar
It's
product.
similar. Okay, all right. So either that. I think I would use rubbing alcohol because it would, save the blending solution for this. That's what I would do. So I've got my sponges, and we've got a little bit of the purple, which I believe is eggplant. And we'll let you close them.
Okay.
And then the cranberry, and I like just the names of them too. The cranberry, and she used lettuce too, but I'm just going to do a little of this. So I'll start with the purple, and put a little sticky note right here on the end, so you can go right across there without getting it.
Here's
but
a
I'm
sticky
going,
note.
Hey, but I wasn't really going to work up there, but I can.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. And then you just start
Or stencil
pouncing.
tape.
Or stencil tape, and then you can just start pouncing that color. Now this is a little bit darker color, so you're going to get a nice look. Oh, I just remembered. This is a different technique, and Susan did something a little different. She put some of the blending solution onto a, and here's the reason it's different than the alcohol. It's got a bit of an oil in it.
Oh.
So it sort of sits there longer. She put that on there before she started working.
First, okay.
And then that allows it to sort of, it moves around a little bit more. It's not quite as stark. So a little bit of that, and this is so simple. We're just going to move right onto the pink, a little bit of the, not pink, but the cranberry. I love that look.
And
this
yeah,
is a
see
lot,
how the translucent quality just really plays
right.
well there.
You can see, now this is a lot darker than what Susan did because she did come back and pounce it a little more. She wanted a lighter look. So you can do that. Play with it. You can remove
So it
it
dilutes
a
it a
little
little
bit.
bit.
Yeah, with
Okay.
it. And so you can get a lighter look, add a little bit of that lettuce look on there. And then after it dries, remove that sticky note, and you're ready to put the lettuce green on the end. Do the same thing with the flower, whatever colors you want, and then just place some foam tape on the back of this, and it will stick right there on that nice little round piece, and you'll have that finished look.
And the dazzles that were added are the border dazzles, the silver ones. And you can see right at the bottom, hold this for you.
So just place those dazzles right across there.
So, I thought that was so brilliant.
I see a little bit. Do you see those tiny little, let's zoom in on that. See the tiny little, she spritzed it too. Afterwards, she spritzed it with the blending solution, and that's how you get that little bit more mottled look.
Very pretty.
And you can really see the galvanized metal through that pattern is just really neat.
And in the center of the flower, she used one of the swirls. We'll get in close so you can see that. That's one of the swirls of the dazzles. And then I'll go up here to the N, which was just the lettuce. And another of the borders is going along there. So you're not heavily doing anything, color or dazzles.
I mean,
just
you
a bit.
can, but I like the alcohol inks that you can see through. So that's what we're showing today, that you can see through to that galvanized metal to really get that look. And it's just a really neat look. It's fun.
Now we're going to go to the butterfly, since that is a 3D piece, kind of like the flower.
It is fun.
And you have done that.
I did that
like
a little
this.
differently.
But it's still using the alcohol ink. So kind of heavier color on the top. And then you did some color on the back.
I did no color on the back.
You did no color. Oh,
so
okay.
you can see the galvanized metal through that, and I'll show you how I did that. So I had the piece. I went ahead and cleaned it with the rubbing alcohol, and then you can use scrap acetate or scrap paper. Now, I like using scrap acetate because when you're using the alcohols, they could go through even the paper and stain the back. So I used a couple of these, and I placed them between the wings. Just
okay,
like
just
that.
to keep it on top.
So now I've got it between those two layers so that I won't get anything on that back layer. I wanted that gray layer to show through.
Okay.
And then I just started inking them the same way we did with the others. And I'll just, let's see. Yeah, that's the one I used. And there might be something left on here. I wonder if I can just start pouncing. It does start to dry, but anyway, it's just the same process. You just start adding the alcohols. I went around the edges with the purple. I went around the centers of the, I hit the centers with the cranberry, and oh man, it's nice and bright. It's so beautiful.
Is.
And so you can
I like that.
leave it. You can leave it just like that. You can, well, I'll add the other colors because I also add a blue. I took that pool from the individual packages and did that blue. But you can
you
can
did that
do
on
this
the edges, huh?
right. You can do this, and then when you spritz it, I spritzed it pretty heavily with the blending solution. Let's see if we can. I really like what it does. See what it does?
Yeah, you can see how it's
immediately
kind of breaking it up.
It's breaking it up. It's pulling it apart a little bit, and I really liked that look. So I went with that, and you have to let that, that's pretty well pulled there, so you just let that dry for a while. Once it's completely dry, you can just pull out the acetate, and you can see the difference. Just leaving that background the way it is, you can really get that look of the separation between the top and the bottom layer. And
so
then,
by putting the colors on separate pieces of the cosmetic sponges, you can control them a little bit more, and that was really helpful here to get the dark purple on the edges and more of the pink in the center.
Right.
And you did add some silver dazzles, didn't you?
No, those are baby bling on there.
Oh, baby bling.
They're
Okay,
fun,
and a ribbon?
Fun little rhinestones and a nice little ribbon.
Tied?
So I tied that onto the little hanger on the back. But if you'll just hold that for me, I'm just going to go ahead and put my earrings on here because I just think this is perfect little earring hanger. This will be fun. You just hang this on your wall on a little nail, and then you can hang your extra earrings, and that's just a fun way of using it.
There you go.
I just
Another way
love
to
those
do
little
it.
holes on there. I mean, what else could you hang from it? It'd be cute.
You can see that the galvanized metal has been a great deal of fun. Now, we have focused this time on the alcohol inks.
Right.
And we're going to be doing other webisodes where we're going to be focusing on different products that you can use.
Hey, I think we're going to show one more alcohol ink. Oh, the alcohol ink one with
Wait, you're right. Okay. Well, let me show you this.
Ooh.
This hello was done with the lettuce.
It was done with the other set.
The Rustic Lodge.
The Rustic Lodge,
okay.
And there's a green one in there. I think it's called Bottle.
Right.
And so just the green, entirely the green, and then Debbie stamped on this with a swirl stamp all over it with Versamark and
white embossing powder.
You can certainly do that. You can heat set things on here. There's a lot of other things you can do, which, like you said, we'll be showing those on future webisodes.
But very, very fun products that you're familiar with on a brand new surface, and lots of techniques. And I just wanted to show you one more. This is something Gail has done. This is a different process, and we'll show that to you in a different webisode. And just wanted you to see there's going to be more also.
Lots more different ways to use these. I can't wait to show you that technique in a future webisode.